Hi everybody, it's Mike. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'll be reviewing Stray Kids' Japan album All In. There are only 7 songs in the Japan album. 3 songs are completely new. 2 of them are translated. And also their OST Top and Slump. So the first song in this album is also the title track, the same name as the album, All In. This is a good follow-up of the God's Menu and Backdoor. It is really nice to see in just a year how much Stray Kids has progressed. They incorporate the Japanese female voiceover, that is surimase. Nothing can stop us. What? That's really interesting. I previously reacted to their music video, you should check that out. JYP actually put out the demo, and Stray Kids themselves, they write the lyrics. I think the song is not far away from what we are familiar with Stray Kids. If I have to be nitpicking, I don't necessarily like the intro by Han. I mean, Han is talented for sure, but I don't really like the mixing. Yeah, I'm just nitpicking because, you know, I love them. I want them to do better. I just recently checked out their dance video. It's really nice just to see that energy is a very complete package. Fam, in capital, O in capital, F-A-M. Fam. Oh my goodness! If you are a stay, then you would definitely love this song, but if you are not, you should check this out. This is a good introduction. I just love how creative they are. It's basically Stray Kids singing themselves in their own song. So like we got praising or poking fun at the members. Pangtan sings for IN, IN sings for Sumin, Sumin sings for Felix in that particular order. A little awkward if you are not a stay, they possibly what's going on with that? What's going on with the lyrics? Why shoulder like the Pacific Ocean? That was describing Pangtan's body. Abs like chocolate, like kangaroo. Dandy boy, Sumin. Or imitate Felix like deep voice Hyunpo Felix. This is probably the most even distribution of line that I've ever heard in Stray Kids songs. Everyone got full bars of that. The third song in this album is One Day. So this is a straightforward ballad, the softer side of Stray Kids, yet is still able to maintain their own vocal color and creation. All In is definitely what we're familiar with, the hard side of Stray Kids. And then we got Fam, which is the introduction song. So this is a nice balance of all the 3 songs are very different, like serving for different purpose. I have to be honest with this one. I do not like the God's Menu Japanese version. Not only we already familiar with the Korean version, but the changes in the lyrics and the mixing of the songs kind of messed it up for me. And I also think the lyrics change, especially in Felix's most iconic part in the entire song. Cooking like a chef, I'm a 5-star Michelin. And also Tambin's part in the beginning, it just sounded really odd to me. It's almost like an anime opening song. I have always had trouble with translated versions. The only translated songs that do it for me is Levanta. Mellow, they're like sad, but for God's Menu, which is so explosive, and now they have to change the lyrics to match with the word by word, it sounded really odd. Korean version is trendsetter. I cannot listen to the Japanese version without thinking, without rhyming to the Korean version. Leave a comment, tell me if you like the Japanese version more than the Korean version. I would like to see your opinion on that. So do I have the same thing with Backdoor? Actually not. I think Backdoor did a better job in the mixing overall, but I have one little problem. And I'm being picky again. That is with Sumin's part in the pre-chorus. I love Sumin's part in the original version. That is probably the best part in the entire song in my opinion. Like that part just really stood out to me and I really got goosebumps every time Sumin sang his part. When it comes to the Japanese version, of course, I'm gonna stick around and listen properly. And I didn't like that part. I feel like the mixing is a little off in his part. Or maybe because, as I say, translated versions always tend to have the problem. They wanted to translate word by word and they're trying to fit in the bar. It just sounded really awkward in my opinion. It's kind of stick out a little bit. Yes, I've been nitpicking right here. I really like Top and I also adore Slump. But I think I would prefer Top in this case because I think I can listen to Top at any time, at any occasion. But for Slump, because it's a very emotive song, shout out to Han who wrote the song, I have to be in certain mood to truly listen and enjoy the song. Overall, what can I say? Both songs are genius and really paved the way in their future releases because I believe lots of you guys that turned yourself into Stay, possibly because of Top and Slum. After Blueprint, Top is my favorite song, and that's also the time that I initially discovered about Stray Kids back in July. This is my overall review of their new Japan album All In. So they're having some promotions like across, even though they're not doing it as much as Korean, because Japanese releases are so different from the Korean one. I don't even know the music video dropped out of nowhere. I thought it is going to be on the same date as the physical album, which is November 4th, but it released in around late October, and I was like, what? So just a shout out to all of you who participated in my poll last time. If you're interested in other K-pop reactions and album reviews like this, make sure to check out the rest of my channel. And for now, peace.